Greetings again, everybody. Welcome back to Demon's Crest. Now, last time we pretty much missed one item that locked us out of the final boss battle. So let's get just that. It is in exactly this room. You might remember how I told you that there isn't anything here. This is a blatant lie. Now, if we stick to the bottom here, we will see that there's mostly spikes. And the spikes, as you can imagine, aren't a good thing. Those spires hurt us too, by the way. You don't want to let this happen. But there is one thing down the bottom part here, which we will really want. It's not exactly obvious that you have to do this, but yeah. And here's the final talisman. It is the Fang talisman, and let's put to the test right away. What it does is it increases our damage. Now obviously we have to give up the armor for it, but I guess it's worth it. Because 4 hits and Grey One is dead. This is good. A lot of people will probably prefer the armor talisman over the Fang, but I found that being able to take care of enemies quicker is better than, well, surviving longer. It boils down to the same, but in less time. And look at this, another comment from Phalanx. This time he waited a lifetime. It really must have taken us an eternity to actually get the Fang talisman. One hell of a detour. But yeah, once more, this first part of the fight isn't exactly different at all. The only thing that's different is that it'll go even quicker, because now we also have the Fang talisman, which makes it ridiculously easy. We take more damage, but it's worth it, really. We also have 5 potions with us, all ginsengs, which heal us fully, so it's not like there's any acute risk of us dying anytime soon, as long as we're smart enough to actually heal. And first part's already over. Now this time, he's something different to say. This one item we found must have really put us across the edge, and now we're worthy of his time. Now let's see what he does this time around. Now this part of the fight is exactly the same as last time as well. But after it, we will see something new. Once more, the water will actually aid us, because you can get up to him more easily without having to switch gargoyles. And he will also die faster, which is a godsend, really. Because this fight, and I'm really sad to say, this isn't exactly interesting, whether you do it the easy way, which I am doing, or the hard way. It doesn't matter, really. Oh ho ho ho, now he shows his true form. And it's a giant dragon head in another dimension. And of course, we're going to follow him there, or rather, it is going to come to us, as we will see right now. So for this final boss fight, we are bound to this platform. Not only this one platform, but some other platforms that will fly and swim across the screen. And it makes this fight ridiculously difficult. I really recommend bringing plenty of potions, ginsengs only. I only found one good way to do this fight, and it is to wait, well, to get a good couple hits in. The final form of Phalanx doesn't actually have any invincibility period after being hit, so if you get close to its head and just smash the fire button, you can do a ton of damage. If you don't do this, this fight will take very long. With the Fang Talisman or without it, it'll take half an eternity. Of course, sometimes you will get lucky and actually get quite a few opportunities to hit him a couple times. Other times, it'll take you a long time before you actually get any chance of hitting him. Because these arms he puts in front of his head, of course, they protect him. What's really annoying is that Phalanx can actually destroy the platforms, so you're never safe when you're standing on them, and there's projectiles flying around all the time, so you will have to move. Otherwise, you're gonna die quick. I found his beam to be a pretty good opportunity to actually get a couple hits in. Just abuse your own invincibility frames to hit him. The best strategy is, and I'm really sad to say it, to just tank his hits instead of dodging him. I'm really not too fond of this final boss fight. I mean, I suppose you could do him a more interesting way, but that would be a marathon. It would take a very long time. And oh, look at this. This is wicked. I got very lucky there. And I almost took him out with just that, well, one barrage of our attacks. Now, sometimes, as I said, you get lucky and can actually pull off something like this, but sometimes, or rather most of the times, it won't go as easily. But this is basically how the fight goes. If we hadn't gotten so lucky, we would have just seen more of the same. I'm really kind of sad about this final boss. They could have just designed it a little bit better to actually make it a challenge instead of what it is. But anyway, we just beat the game. And we earned the good ending. As usual, I will, well, let the ending speak for itself. But be sure to stick around until the end, because there might be, well, there might be something. And with that said, you know that there will be something. I will join you again after the ending. For now though, just watch. The end. No, that part where we saw all the bosses, it actually plays after every ending, though we only see the complete form after this ending. After the other ones, we don't exactly see all of the bosses, just some of them. I would have talked over it, but I wanted you to hear the music, really. If I had talked over him, I would have given you maybe my thoughts on the game. Who knows? But I might actually get another opportunity to do that. Because, well, I said that there will be something more, right? Because here's a password. And we're going to check that out next time. And as a little kid, I actually never saw this part because I turned the game off before this showed up. However, this is the only way to see the true ending of the game. So stay tuned for that next time. Until then, I hope you had a good time. See ya.